Visualize this: a world where wealth flows like rivers of gold, where royal families don't just live in palaces, but command fortunes so vast they could eclipse entire economies. What if I told you one dynasty's riches dwarf the GDP of nations, while another hides scandals so explosive they topple crowns? Prepare for an epic journey through opulence, intrigue, and jaw-dropping billions as we rank the richest royal families in the world today, from modest millions to a staggering 1.4 trillion. We've scoured the latest records from 2025, think Forbes, Bloomberg, and Insider Leaks, to bring you the freshest, most electrifying list yet. You won't believe the money figures or the scandals we've uncovered, so smash that subscribe button, buckle up, and let's dive into this royal roller coaster. Trust me, you'll want to stick around for every shocking reveal. Number 15. The Danish royal family, $40 million. We kick off with Denmark's royal lineage, a historic powerhouse tracing its roots to the 8th century, steeped in Scandinavian lore. Led by the formidable Queen Margrethe II since 1972, this family's net worth clocks in at a humble $40 million. Practically a rounding error compared to the titans ahead. Their fortune stems largely from the Danish Parliament's civil list, dishing out a tidy $12 million annually to keep the royal wheels turning. But don't let the modesty fool you. Queen Margrethe's got a taste for the eccentric, allegedly burning through $1 million yearly on her quirky cigarette obsession and avant-garde art projects, sparking whispers of taxpayer grumbles. Their real estate portfolio dazzles with gems like Amalienborg Palace, valued at $30 million, and Fredensborg, a $20 million summer retreat dripping in history. Maintaining these treasures isn't cheap. $5 million a year in upkeep alone, blending prestige with royal duty. Think they're too frugal or just right? Drop your take in the comments. Number 14. The royal family of Liechtenstein, $4.4 billion. Next, we venture to Liechtenstein, a pint-sized principality of 38,000 souls hiding a royal fortune of $4.4 billion under Prince Hans Anamachi. So, Rai-Jin. This isn't luck. It's financial wizardry, with the family's LGT Group Bank pulling in $2 billion annually from global high rollers. Their art collection, stuffed with $500 million in Renaissance masterpieces, could make Sotheby's weep, while Vada's Castle, a $100 million fortress, stands as their regal HQ. But here's the scandal. The US Senate once flagged LGT for allegedly stashing $1 billion in tax-dodging schemes for shady clients, a claim the family shrugs off as business as usual. Beyond banking, they own $1 billion in Austrian estates and forests, proving their wealth is as diverse as it is deep. Discreet, yet dazzling, they shun the spotlight. Too secretive or just smart? Tell us what you think. Number 13. The Ducal family of Luxembourg, $7 billion. Luxembourg's Grand Ducal family strides in with a $4 billion fortune, led by Grand Duke Henri, who's set to abdicate in October 2025 for his son Guillaume. This tiny nation's royals have spun centuries of savvy into a $3 billion banking empire, $1 billion in steel, and $500 million in telecoms, making Luxembourg a global money magnet. The Grand Ducal Palace, a $50 million marvel, demands $10 million yearly to shine. While their 600-plus properties worldwide, think $2 billion in European castles, add heft. Scandal struck in 2008 when leaks hinted at $500 million in offshore accounts, dodged taxes, or clever moves. Philanthropy softens the edge, with $20 million donated yearly, but their wealth's opacity fuels rumours of billions more in hidden trusts. Modern monarchs or money hoarders? Join the debate in the comment section, but stick around because you do not want to miss number 4. Number 12. The Royal Hashimite family of Jordan, $10 billion. Jordan's Hashimite family, tracing lineage to Prophet Muhammad, commands $10 billion under King Abdullah II. Their riches flow from $2 billion in Amman land, $5 billion via the Crown Property Bureau in energy and tourism, and $1 billion in global investments. Queen Rania's $1 million wardrobe and $500,000 jewelry hauls stir local ire, but the real bombshell hit in 2021. The Pandora Papers exposed $100 million in secret US and UK properties, tied to a foiled coup by the king's half-brother costing $50 million to hush. Their $300 million antiquities collection dazzles, yet their stabilizing role in a volatile region earns grudging respect. Are they peacemakers or profiteers? Number 11. The Grimmaldi family of Monaco, $12 billion. Monaco's Grimmaldi family, a dynasty tracing its rule to 1297 when Francesco Grimmaldi seized the rock disguised as a monk, glitters with a $5 billion fortune presided over by Prince Albert II, who took the throne in 2005 after his father Rainier III's cinematic reign alongside Grace Kelly. This microstate, a mere 0.78 square miles of Riviera glamour, owes its wealth to the Société des Bains de Mer, SBM, a royal-controlled juggernaut of casinos, hotels, and opera houses raking in $3 billion yearly. Think the $500 million Monte Carlo casino, where James Bond vibes meet $10 million nightly takes. Albert's personal cut? A cool $500 million bolstered by a $50 million annual stipend from Monaco's tax-free paradise. Their $4 billion global real estate screams luxe. A $500 million 17th century chateau in France's Loire Valley, a $200 million Gestad ski lodge, and the $300 million Prince's Palace, a fortress turned opulent home with $5 million frescoes. But scandals steal the spotlight. Albert's forked over $20 million in hush money for two illegitimate kids, Jasmine Grace Grimmaldi, born 1992 to a $5 million California settlement, and Alexandra Coste, born 2003 to a $10 million deal with a Togolese ex-flight attendant, both barred from succession. Then, in 2023, ex-accountant Claude Palmero leaked docs alleging Princess Charlene, Alberti's South African swimmer wife, blew $10 million on off-books expenses, $10 million on a secret villa, $500,000 on staff for her twins, and $2 million on a mysterious PR firm, prompting a $5 million lawsuit Albert's still fighting. His green cred, via the $100 million Prince Albert II Foundation, clashes with a $1 billion yacht fleet. Think the $200 million octopus, once Paul Allen's, docked in Monaco's $50 million Port Hercules. Noble or notorious? This family's a cocktail of old-world charm and tabloid chaos. Drop your verdict in the comments. Number 10. The royal family of Bahrain, $15 billion. Bahrain's Al Khalifa dynasty, a formidable clan that's held sway since 1783, when they wrested control from Persian rulers, boasts a formidable $15 billion fortune, orchestrated by King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa, who ascended in 1999 after his father's 38-year reign. This tiny island nation, barely 300 square miles, owes its wealth to oil, discovered in 1932 as the Gulf's first strike, gushing $5 billion annually into royal coffers via the Bahrain Petroleum Company, BAPCO, now valued at $10 billion with Saudi Aramco's backing. King Hamad, with a personal net worth of $2 billion, presides over a $2 billion real estate empire stretching from $200 million London estates, like a Mayfair mansion snapped up in 2015, to glitzy Dubai towers worth $150 million, all managed through opaque royal trusts. Their $300 million car collection dazzles. Think gold-plated Lamborghinis, $3 million each, a $10 million Rolls-Royce Phantom, and a $5 million Ferrari FXXK, parked in a $20 million garage beneath Al Sakir Palace, a $100 million desert retreat. But the luster dims with scandals. The 2011 Arab Spring uprising saw the Al Khalifas crush protests with $50 million in PR damage control. Tanks rolled through Manama, 35 died, and $10 million in US tear gas deals fueled human rights uproars, with Amnesty reporting $5 million in torture payouts. Whispers of $100 million in bribes to Jordan and Saudi allies for military support linger, while a 2019 leaked audio allegedly caught a prince offering $20 million to rig a Formula One deal. Bahrain's $500 million Grand Prix remains a royal jewel. Diversification shows smarts, with $1 billion in telecoms via Batelco and $500 million in aluminum from Alba. Yet critics decry a gilded cage. 70% of Bahrainis are Shia, ruled by a Sunni elite, hoarding $1 billion in untaxed fishing pearl dividends. Number 9. The Mtum family of Dubai, $18 billion. Dubai's Mtum family, a dynasty ruling since 1833, commands a dazzling $18 billion fortune, spearheaded by Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the UAE's vice president and Dubai's emir since 2006, who's turned a dusty fishing village into a global playground for the ultra-rich. This wealth isn't just oil's doing, though it kicked things off with $1 billion decades ago. It's a $10 billion real estate empire, crowned by icons like the $828 million Burj Al Arab, a 7-star sail-shaped marvel with $15 million suites and a $25 million helipad Rolls-Royce shuttle. Dubai Holdings, their financial engine, rakes in $5 billion yearly from ports, DP World, airlines, Emirates with a $60 billion fleet, and malls like the $1.1 billion Dubai Mall, drawing 80 million shoppers annually. Crown Prince Hamdan, Fazza to his 16 million Instagram fans, flexes with 5 traits gold-plated tanks, custom war toys, not for battle, and a $10 million car collection, including a $2.5 million Bugatti Chiron and a $1 million Mercedes studded with Swarovski crystals. Their $1 billion horse racing stakes shine through the Dubai World Cup, the planet's richest race with a $12 million purse, while $50 million stables pamper 1,200 thoroughbreds. But scandals cast shadows. In 2019, Princess Haya bint Al Hussein, Mohammed's 6th wife, fled to London with $39 million in cash and their 2 kids, triggering a $50 million court battle. London's High Court ruled in 2021. Harazbi Shafam, she hacked her phone with $5 million Pegasus spyware and abducted 2 daughters, Latifa and Shamsa, costing $10 million in legal hush money. Latifa's 2018 escape attempt, thwarted off India for $1 million, went viral with her plea, "I'd rather die than go back." Visionaries or volatile? This family's built a desert utopia, $500 million Palm Jumeirah. Anyone? But the cracks reveal a saga of glamour and grit. Number 8. The royal family of Morocco, $21 billion. Morocco's Alawite dynasty, a lineage stretching back to the 17th century and claiming descent from the Prophet Muhammad, commands an impressive $21 billion fortune under the reign of King Mohammed VI, who ascended in 1999 after his father Hassan II's death. This royal juggernaut's wealth flows from the Almada holding company, formerly SNI, a $5 billion empire pulling in profits from banking, Attijari Wafa, Morocco's largest bank, telecoms, Wana Inwi, and cutting-edge renewables like the $7 billion Noor Solar project, powering 1.3 million homes. Their agricultural muscle flexes with $5 billion in citrus and olive farms, sprawling across 12,000 hectares and churning out 170,000 tons of oranges yearly, tax-free, courtesy of royal privilege, while brands like Chergui Dairy keep supermarket shelves stocked. Palaces? They've got $1 billion worth, from the labyrinthine Dar Al Makhzen in Rabat to a $100 million Marrakech retreat dripping in marble and history. But the crown's not without tarnish. Mohammed VI's 2002 divorce from Lala Salma, finalized in 2018, allegedly cost a whopping $500 million, a payout that sent Moroccan gossip mills into overdrive. Did she walk away with a fortune or a gilded cage? Then there's the 2018 fake news flap, when rumors of a $50 million private jet for Crown Prince Moulay Hassan, then 15, sparked outrage and a $10 million palace PR scramble to squash the story. Social reforms add a progressive sheen, with $100 million yearly funneled into women's rights via the 2004 Mudawana Code and poverty relief through the Muhammad Fee Foundation. Noble moves, but critics whisper it's a $7 billion veneer on a monarchy where 6% of Moroccans still scrape by in poverty. Style or substance? This dynasty's a dazzling blend of tradition and modernity, but the cracks are juicy enough to keep us hooked. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Do they rule with vision or just flash cash? Hit that subscribe button and keep watching, because number 7's coming next, and trust me, you won't believe the extravagance waiting to be unveiled. Number 7. The Royal Family of Brunei. $28 billion. Brunei's House of Bolkiah, a dynasty tracing its roots to the 14th century, commands a dazzling $28 billion fortune, orchestrated by Sultan Hassan al-Bolkiah, who's ruled since 1967 as one of the world's longest reigning monarchs. This tiny Southeast Asian sultanate, smaller than Delaware, owes its wealth to oil and gas, gushing $10 billion annually from fields tapped since 1929, with Brunei Shell Petroleum, a 50-50 royal venture, valued at $20 billion in 2025. The Sultan, with a personal net worth of $20 billion, lives in the Istana Nurul Iman, the planet's largest residential palace, a $5 billion behemoth sprawling over 2 million square feet, boasting 1,788 rooms, $100 million in gold domes, and a $50 million air-conditioned stable for 200 polo ponies. His $2 billion car collection, featuring 600 Rolls-Royces, 450 Ferraris, and a $20 million custom Bentley, sits alongside a $1 billion jet fleet, including a Boeing 747 tricked out with $120 million in gold fixtures. But excess has its price. In the 1990s, his brother Prince Jeffrey, Brunei's ex-finance minister, torched $15 billion on a spree of vice and vanity. $800 million on 2,000 cars, $500 million on hotels like New York's Palace, and $1 billion on a harem of 40 women, with $10 million in jewels for favourites like Gillian Lauren, per her tell-all memoir. The fallout? A $6 billion lawsuit against Jeffrey, settled in 2000, still echoes in royal whispers. Cultural clout shines through $50 million yearly investments. Think the $400 million Sultan Omar Ali Saifuddin Mosque. But critics slam Hassanal's autocracy, pointing to 2014's $100 million Sharia law rollout, jailing dissenters for $5 million in fines. His $300 million diamond stash and $25 million annual birthday bashes. Michael Jackson once pocketed $17 million to perform Dazzle, yet 2023 protests over $1 billion in missing oil funds hint at cracks. Flashy or flawed? This sultan's a gilded paradox. Number 6. The Royal Family of Thailand. $43 billion. Thailand's Chakri dynasty, a regal powerhouse since 1782, reigns supreme among monarchs with a staggering $43 billion fortune, orchestrated by King Maha Vajiralongkorn, known as Rama X, who ascended in 2016 following the death of his revered father, King Bhumibol Adulyadej. This wealth, amassed over 10 reigns, is anchored by the Crown Property Bureau, CPB, a shadowy behemoth controlling $20 billion in prime Bangkok real estate. Think 16,000 acres of urban gold, including malls like Siam Paragon, leased for $500 million annually. The CPB's $10 billion in corporate stakes dazzles too, with hefty shares in Siam Cement, $5 billion, and Siam Commercial Bank, $3 billion, cementing their financial clout. Vajiralongkorn, with a personal net worth of $1 billion, lives large. His $30 million Boeing 737 and $5 million car collection, 50 Rolls-Royces included, scream excess. But the shine's dulled by scandal. In 2020, he sparked global outrage by holing up in Germany's Grand Hotel Sonnenbüchel, a $1 million a month retreat. with a $50 million entourage of 20 concubines and 100 servants, while Thailand grappled with COVID-19 chaos. Darker still, the 2021 arrest of royal fortune teller Suryan Moryong Sucharitpolwong, followed by his mysterious death in custody, fueled rumours of a $10 million cover-up tied to palace secrets. His third wife, Srirasmi, stripped of titles in 2014, walked away with a $200 million divorce settlement after leaked videos showed her in a thong at a $1 million birthday bash for their poodle. Fufu, a former Air Force Marshal. Philanthropy paints a $100 million veneer. Think rural hospitals funded by the late Bhumibol's $50 million legacy. But anti-monarchy protests, peaking in 2023 with 100,000 marchers demanding reform, exposed simmering dissent over $5 million in alleged police bribes to silence critics. Richest royal or rogue? This dynasty's a gilded enigma, blending tradition with tabloid-worthy twists. Drop your thoughts in the comments and let's unpack this royal roller coaster. Number 5. House Windsor, United Kingdom. $88 billion. The House of Windsor, Britain's iconic royal dynasty, reigns with an $88 billion fortune. A blend of historic prestige and modern savvy that's kept them in the spotlight since 1917, when they rebranded from the German Saxe-Coburg-Gotha amid wartime PR woes. Under King Charles III, who ascended in 2022 after Queen Elizabeth II's 70-year reign, this family's wealth dazzles, anchored by $5 billion Buckingham Palace, a 775-room behemoth with $50 million yearly upkeep, and $10 billion in estates like Sandringham, $500 million, and Balmoral, $150 million, sprawling across 20,000 acres. The real kicker? 9-year-old Princess Charlotte of Wales, third in line, boasts a $5 billion personal fortune, thanks to her fashion icon status and inheritance prospects, eclipsing her grandfather Charles's $600 million, built from the $1.1 billion Duchy of Cornwall he handed to Prince William in 2022. The sovereign grant, a taxpayer-funded $110 million annual lifeline, keeps the royal machine humming, funding $20 million in staff and $15 million in travel, like Charles's 2024 Eco Tour costing $1 million in private jets, irony noted. But scandals spice the tale. The 2017 Paradise Papers exposed $13 million stashed in Cayman and Bermuda tax havens by the Duchy of Lancaster, Queen Elizabeth's $650 million estate, igniting cries of hypocrisy from a people's monarchy. Then there's Prince Andrew's 2022 $16 million Epstein settlement, draining royal reserves after Virginia Giuffre's lawsuit, and Harry's $60 million Netflix tell-all spilling family dirt. No gold-plated tanks here, just $10 million in vintage Rolls Royces, but their $25 billion intangible brand, from Kate's $500,000 wardrobe to Royal Tourism's $2 billion boost, keeps them afloat. Restrained or just reserved? This clan's a masterclass in quiet wealth, yet cracks like the $5 million Meghan Markle exit saga hint at fragility. Subscribe for more royal revelations and drop your hottest take below. Are they timeless icons or tax-dodging relics? Number 4. House Nahyan of Abu Dhabi, $323.9 billion. Abu Dhabi's House of Nahyan, the iron-fisted rulers of the UAE's richest emirate, loom large with a colossal $323.9 billion fortune, a testament to their mastery over oil and ambition. Led by Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, MBZ, president since 2022 and a global power broker with a personal net worth pegged at $30 billion. This dynasty, entrenched since 1793, owes its staggering wealth to Abu Dhabi's oil fields, pumping 4 million barrels daily and funneling $100 billion annually into the family's treasury via ADNOC, the state oil giant valued at $1 trillion in 2025. MBZ, dubbed the Gulf's Machiavelli, has parlayed petrodollars into a dazzling empire. The $2 billion Qasr Al Watan Palace, a 94-acre marvel, opened in 2019 with $50 million in gold leaf decor and a chandelier dripping with 350,000 crystals, stands as their regal crown. Their $10 billion hotel portfolio dazzles too. Think the Emirates Palace, $3 billion to build, and a minority stake in Dubai's Burj Khalifa, the $1.5 billion tallest tower on Earth. The Abu Dhabi Investment Authority, ADIA, managing $993 billion, sprinkles $50 billion across US tech giants and European real estate, while their $50 billion fleet of yachts, like the $600 million Azam, the world's longest, and private jets, including a $400 million Boeing 787, screams excess. But shadows lurk. A 2016 oil bribery scandal saw $1 billion allegedly funneled to secure Malaysian contracts, triggering a $200 million legal fallout and global headlines. Then there's the 2021 Pegasus spyware flap. $500 million spent to snoop on rivals and dissidents, says Amnesty International, while Yemen war costs, pegged at $10 billion, fuel human rights gripes. Their $5 billion Formula One circuit and $20 million Falcon Hospital nod to extravagance. Number 3. House of Thani of Qatar, $335 billion. Qatar's House of Thani, a dynasty that's ruled the tiny Gulf Peninsula since 1825, wields a staggering $335 billion fortune, placing them third among the world's richest royals under the sharp-eyed leadership of Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani, who ascended in 2013 at just 33, the youngest sovereign globally. This wealth juggernaut is fueled by Qatar's fossil fuel empire, with natural gas and oil pumping an eye-watering $150 billion annually into the family's coffers, thanks to the world's third-largest gas reserves, managed by Qatar Energy, valued at $320 billion in 2025. Sheikh Tamim, with a personal net worth estimated at $2 billion, has turned petrodollars into a global power play, snapping up $50 billion in UK real estate. Think London's Shard, $1.5 billion, Harrods, $2.2 billion, and a chunk of Canary Wharf. Their $20 billion in corporate stakes dazzles too. A 17% slice of Volkswagen, $10 billion, 8.5% of Barclays, $5 billion, and Tiffany & Company. Company holdings $2 billion via the Qatar Investment Authority, which oversees $475 billion total. The Al Wajba Palace in Doha, a $1 billion masterpiece sprawling over 2 million square feet, boasts marble floors from Italy and chandeliers worth $10 million each, hosting dignitaries amid rumours of $50 million renovation splurges. But the shine dims with scandals. The 2022 FIFA World Cup, costing Qatar $220 billion overall, came with 500 million bribery allegations. Leaked emails in 2023 suggested payoffs to officials, triggering a $100 million PR scramble. Add the 2017 Gulf blockade, where rivals accused the Thanis of funneling $1 billion to questionable groups, costing $43 billion in economic fallout, and whispers of $5 million hush money to silence critics. Their $30 billion aviation arm, Qatar Airways, flies 200 planes, while $10 million Falcon breeding estates nod to tradition. Ambition or avarice? This family's turned a desert speck into a global titan, but at what cost? Number 2. House of Al Sabah of Kuwait, $360 billion. Kuwait's House of Al Sabah, a dynasty that's ruled the desert nation since 1752, commands a staggering $360 billion fortune, cementing their place as the world's second richest royal family. For over 3 centuries, this clan, rooted in the Bani Utbah Confederation, has transformed Kuwait from a humble trading outpost into an oil-powered juggernaut, with petroleum gushing a colossal $150 billion annually into their treasury, thanks to reserves that rank among the planet's largest. the late Sheikh Sabah IV, Al-Ahmad Al-Jaber Al-Sabah, Emir from 2006 until his death in 2020, and now his half-brother, Sheikh Nawaf Al-Ahmad Al-Jaber Al-Sabah, succeeded by Sheikh Meshal Al-Ahmad Al-Jaber Al-Sabah in 2023, have steered this wealth with an iron grip. The Kuwait Investment Authority, KIA, managing $803 billion in assets as of 2025, is their financial crown jewel, funneling oil profits into US blue-chip stocks since the 1980s. Think stakes in Apple, Amazon, and Tesla, yielding a hefty $50 billion in dividends over decades. But it's not all boardroom brilliance. Scandals have rocked this gilded lineage. In 2010, a $10 million harem expose linked to a senior royal's private escapades sent shockwaves through Kuwaiti society, with whispers of illicit payouts to silence the fallout. Then there's the 2019 bombshell. Sheikh Khalid Al-Jarrah Al-Sabah, ex-deputy PM, was sacked after allegations of embezzling $794.5 million in defense funds, a scandal that forced a $100 million legal cleanup. Their opulence shines through a $775 million Sheikh Jabir Al-Ahmad Cultural Center, a glitzy marvel with opera houses and theaters that's hosted 2 million visitors since 2016, raking in $15 million in revenue, a fusion of heritage and Hollywood-style excess. Add to that their $50 million Arabian horse empire at Beit Al Arab, where purebreds live better than most humans, and a $1 billion real estate portfolio spanning London and New York. Yet, the 2011 corruption sting implicating 16 MPs in a $350 million bribery scheme tied to royal allies hints at a darker underbelly. Are they shrewd stewards of a nation's wealth, or extravagant overlords teetering on controversy? Dive into the comments and let us know. Number 1. House of Saud of Saudi Arabia, $1.4 trillion. At the summit of global wealth towers, the House of Saud, Saudi Arabia's ruling dynasty, wielding an astronomical $1.4 trillion fortune that makes billionaires like Elon Musk, $421.6 billion, and Jeff Bezos, $203.1 billion, look like small-time players. This jaw-dropping sum, spread across an estimated 15,000 family members, though controlled by a core 2,000 elite, stems from the kingdom's oil-soaked legacy, ignited by the 1938 discovery that turned barren deserts into black gold empires. Saudi Aramco, the state-owned oil titan valued at $1.8 trillion in 2025, pumps $500 billion annually into the family's coffers, dwarfing the GDP of most nations. King Salman bin Abdulaziz, reigning since 2015 with a personal stash of $18 billion, and his son, Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, MBS, the de facto ruler with a rumored $25 billion, lead this gilded clan. Their lifestyle? Think $500 million yachts like the Serene, boasting helipads and snow rooms, or the $450 million Leonardo da Vinci, painting Salvator Mundi, a Christian icon raising eyebrows in this Islamic stronghold. Real estate flexes include the $300 million Chateau Louis XIV in France, and $1 billion palaces like Al Yamama, a 4 million square foot marvel with gold-plated everything from Kleenex dispensers to escalators. But the shine's tarnished by scandals. The 2017 anti-corruption purge saw MBS detain 381 royals and tycoons in the Ritz-Carlton, extracting $107 billion in settlements, a shakedown or justice. Then there's the 2018 Jamal Khashoggi murder, pinned on MBS by the CIA, costing $100 million in PR damage control. The family's $620 billion public investment fund, PIF, fuels futuristic gambles like the $500 billion Neom City. But critics cry foul over $10 billion Yemen war expenses and abductions of dissenting princes, like Sultan bin Turki, snatched from Europe in 2003. With $50 billion in jets, $2 billion in car collections, think gold Lambos, and a $13.4 billion slice for Prince Al-Walid bin Talal, this dynasty's wealth is a saga of excess, power, and dark intrigue. Are they visionary rulers or gilded tyrants? Which royal family's fortune absolutely blew your mind? Was it the House of Saud's trillion-dollar empire or the Sultan of Brunei's gold-plated lifestyle? Drop your reactions in the comments below. We want to hear your thoughts. And if you're fascinated by luxury, power, and the jaw-dropping lives of the world's elite, don't miss our next deep dive into global wealth and influence. Hit that subscribe button, smash the like, and share this video with someone who needs to see just how rich royalty can get. The world's wealthiest secrets are only getting started, and you won't want to miss what's coming next.